Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 6 Week 10, Day 2. It is the final week, of course, of the campaign. Don't forget to finish it out. We went over all of the chapter tasks last night. Tonight we'll be mostly messing around with Sunken Fleet faction, as well as touching a ward event, because we did like, what, one battle earlier? Because I just needed the, we just needed the kill for, what's it called? The fountain. But it's basically its rarity order. It's pretty straightforward. If I'm not mistaken, the Old Man Oak Root is worth less than the Shimmer scale. However, generally speaking, you just do what rarity order is, and you'll be fine. I think that's the only one that's like off of rarity order, where it's slightly lower, and the Ultra Rare is just the lowest. Which I think there's only one Ultra Rare. But yeah, it's basically just rarity order. The Old Man Oak Root, I'm pretty sure was lower priority than the other epic. Though I'm pretty sure it won't make too big a deal, because you're eventually going to get to the point where you're just cycling one room anyways. So as long as you don't take the ultra rares, you're probably already doing it correctly. I'm just gonna claim these real quick to see if we get a metal upgrade, because I believe we're currently only running with one, so I'm actually one metal short. I almost feel like getting the other thing, because we actually are one singular metal short. Which we'll probably start with the ward event. We might as well. We don't have metal set. Oh, it reminds you once per day. So I was going over that yesterday, where it doesn't like keep reminding you. However, if I'm not mistaken, it does remind you once per day. So because this is a different day than yesterday, it will now remind me that I have to go change my medals. And if I deny this message, then guess what? Boom, we go into battle. And it will not appear again if I try again. But yeah, I probably should have changed it there. But I'll go to it after. I just wanted to show that. But yeah, it does have a 1-day refresh for the little reminder thingy thing. But now, because we denied doing it right there, if I try clicking it again, it'll be like, nope, no reminder for you. Even though it used to remind you every single time before. It's kind of annoying that doesn't now. So now we got to go all the way to the other menu. It's not too big a deal. And this kills us out. Now let's go change our medals. This team's already doing enough damage that I'm pretty sure we're fine with whatever we currently have set for now. But of course we do want the metal upgrade. That's 160% extra spell damage. It's definitely not a small amount. But anyways, hello everyone! Hope all of you have been doing well. Hello Mister, hello Tyrion, hello Crisp, hello Bill, hello Roman, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Defiant, hello Tasco, hello Bill, hello Stat, hello Ricardo, hello Isabel, hello Crisp. I feel like I just recycled the exact same names again. Hello Tasco, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. We'll throw down it again. Get our pokety poke. And Queen of Tanya should be able to wipe for quite a while between Fairy Fire and the extra spell damage, because they do stack. Fairy Fire does stack with the spell damage increase. Actually, everything stacks with the spell damage increase. Even things that normally wouldn't gain any extra benefit from magic do still gain extra damage because of how damage amplification works. Same with Tesla. Like, Tesla works with Fairy Fire. There's not currently a team where you would really use Tesla and Fairy Fire together, though it does stack. Though you can really see it when you have magic upgrades, because you kind of just auto one-shots everything, which is kind of funny. I said, hello, Bill. Did I not say hello to Bill? Hello, Bill. Welcome, welcome. All the explosions. Please let me take red. Thank you. There we go. Hello, Barbara. Hope all's been well. I still didn't get that Mythic video out. We definitely need to. Soon, TM. Keep getting caught up in things. And my sleep schedule's been so weird, too. Definitely need to fix that. Yeah, I've still been looking more into game development. Possibly too much. I keep getting sucked in. I'm pretty sure it'll be like that for the first month. If not, slightly longer. Coding's annoying. I don't think it's ever going to stop getting annoying. It's just going to get slightly less annoying until it gets really annoying out of nowhere again. Still haven't fully committed to a game engine yet. I am considering Godot. I did look into it some. And it seems like it could do what I need it to do. Like, it does have some limitations, but realistically, based on what I plan to do, it probably has almost none. Let's see. We'll go for that. Oh, please let me cast. Let's go for that first. The hat trick of hellos. That new Mythic construct works well with Wrath. I actually have not tried it with Wrath yet. I might need to. Because I might adjust one of the teams for the video tomorrow. I know one of them I didn't really care for as much. I think it was the one with Zugoff, oddly enough. I kind of want to do it just because Zugoff, but I don't know, I might refrain from showing the Zugoff team. Because it's kind of meh, the Zugoff version of it. Like, compared to other Zugoff compositions, it's Zugoff that's carrying the team, not necessarily the other troop. Or sometimes it's the other way around. Though I felt the same way with, not Yasmin, but with that other Doomskull related troop that we got to that we ended up messing around with Zugoff. Definitely felt like Zugoff was the thing that was the team, and the other thing was kind of just there to be there. Which honestly feels like a lot of Zugoff teams, just because of how Zugoff is. Because on almost any Zugoff composition, just by design, he's kind of the main thing on your team. It's just kind of how he works. Because obviously when we're going over a new Mythic, generally I like the team to be more so based on the Mythic rather than a troop within the team. Unless it's a support troop, in which you kind of have to do it that way. But that is definitely not a support troop. I guess the purple mana accumulation kind of is, but the skull spam definitely is not. And I guess it theoretically has bless. I don't know, I guess it's a pseudo support troop. Its bless chance is way too low for it to like be a realistic, actual, full-blown support troop though. Enrage Karendera team in PvP is a pain. Is it? I haven't really been seeing any. Well, then again, I don't really do PvP that often these days. So I do Guild Wars a lot. I haven't seen him really pop up in Guild Wars much. If he gets really lucky, he could be annoying. Because if he can double cast while there's already Doomskulls on the board, his damage gets pretty high. But beyond that, he doesn't do too much. He's normally too high of a mana cost to really get anything going. Having won the highest mana cost in the entire game. Which normally means you win before, or he dies before he ever gets to do anything relevant. Aside from his curse, but curse normally isn't too big a deal. And there's also better, more consistent curses like normal Karendera. I still don't know why they made Enrage Karendera basically worse than normal. Its ability is better, but its trait is worse, which has always been kind of baffling. I wonder if they even realize it's like that. Probably not. The value of the traits. Hello, Jim Key. Welcome. You're happy to have gotten Zugoff today. Congrats. Huge milestone. Very nice. Very, very nice, Tesco. Yeah, it feels good to finally have. It's one of the better troops within the game. It's also the only boss troop that actually feels like a boss troop. It's also the first boss troop. But, yeah, Zugoff's great. It's a fun troop to have to mess around with. I was like, hey, there's the Fountain of Stars. Good old Fountain of Stars. Another Fountain of Stars. Gosh, it's going to keep spamming it to us. Well, it is the one worth the most amount of points. So they probably want to spam it to us because it keeps scaling. If I'm not mistaken, this room scales more than any other room because it's worth the most points. Surely whatever one's worth the most points does end up doing that. But this one, very much so. I'm actually going to take this. That is a skull. Though I messed up the 5 times blue there. Whoops. Whoops. I don't have a movement there, so I'm just going to take that. I hope all that goes down. Oh yeah, also, I'm not sure if it's happening tonight. There's a good chance it's not, because why would they ever do an update? But if Puzzle Quest 3 is getting an update today, or as in tonight, I might be doing a stream for it tomorrow. We still don't know if it will be getting an update, but it's getting really close to the point where it should be. Especially since it tends to do updates around the time that Gems of War does, and Gems of War just had an update last week. Of course, with 5.7. Actually, 1 week prior to right now. Exactly 1 week prior to now. Makes it very likely they will today. That game's been needing an update so bad. I know it's in beta, but it's in such a bad state right now. It almost feels like an alpha, to be honest. The current state of Puzzle Quest 3. Needs a lot of work. And they're not doing any work on it. Or at least not publicly. Obviously, behind the scenes they probably are. As far as public builds. Let's see, do we have convert? Yes, we do. Valraven, you are dead. There we go. Gosh, the stats on this thing's starting to get annoying. I can see this battle being super awful way later down the line. This is scaling way too quick. Luckily, it doesn't really matter because we have like infinite damage, but still. The biggest issue is them hitting us back more so than us killing it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure at this point, you just keep clicking on the same room over and over again. So really, it is basically just rarity order. It's one of those kind of weeks where it's like super rarity order, because as long as you just do rarity order, it eventually gets to the point where it keeps spamming the same room over and over and over again, as in you only have to click in one single location. And that appears to be what it is this week. Yep, very much so, which isn't a bad thing. Honestly, this is probably the best way the world event can be from a simplicity standpoint. Because it's very straightforward. You just do rarity order, and then you keep clicking the exact same spot over and over again. And, well, it makes you think a bit less. It is a lot less annoying than whatever on Earth it is some days, or some weeks. The kind of weird, convoluted order that they have. But I always had to keep clicking the same location. Kind of convenient. You want to farm Chaos Shards. Is Rowan build the best build for City of Thieves? Yes. There's actually quite a few good builds you could do for City of Thieves, but yes, you generally go down Rowan build. Generally, if in doubt, if you can use Rowan, it's probably the best option. Like, if Rowan can one-shot what you're currently doing, unless it's like so low you can get away with like the Ironhawk Dust Devil team, the answer is normally Rowan. You needed one power orb, so you got the last power orb off the thing. Well, if you're gonna get it, that's the way to get it. That's probably the most useful time for it. Is if you only need one left, and then you pick it up for like $15. Or 25 if you weren't already gonna buy the pass. Because if you already bought the normal pass, it's only $15 more. It doesn't recharge you a whole 25. It just charges you the difference between the normal pass and the big pass. Let's see. Throw that down. Oh no, Valraven, where are you? This might be our final battle otherwise. Oh no. Okay, good. We got 2 more battles at least. Possibly 4 if we get really good Valraven luck. Yeah, Queen of Tawny is just tearing through this. Gosh. Speed's quite amazing. It's always nice to have a good World event option for once. Sometimes we have some really bad options, or the medals just don't really synergize with it. Like getting skull damage medals when there's like barely anything that does skull damage. But this week has pretty decent synergy, though it kind of has to. It does both. There's not too many things that do skulls, but don't really need it. Spell is the main thing you're looking for most time. When you're crafting the second Zugoff, I don't know. I'm still hesitant on it, to be honest. What if they add... My biggest concern is, what if we get a boss troop, and that new boss troop requires 2 copies to be good? Like, you know, you're going to need 2 for your team. And us crafting a single Zugoff makes it so we cannot, at a later point, craft 2 of this new troop. That's my biggest concern with upgrading it. And while that situation is so ridiculously rare, given that the likelihood it would actually be viable with 2, it's pretty unlikely. But, I don't know, it's still always a concern. Because our power orb value, it's not infinite. We have a lot right now. Let's do some math real quick. Let's go get the almighty calculator and see how this is going. So let's do it on the other computer. Also, how do I not have it? Oh no, I do have it pinned. On my, it's weird. On my main computer, I don't have it pinned, but on my other computer, I do have the calculator pinned. Kind of funny. But anyways, let's do some math. So every power orb is worth 12, and I have 4 of them. So that means 12 times 4, which is 48. Let's keep that number in mind. So next thing we need to do is 14 times 3. Plus 48. Plus 131. And then to get a full mythic, we need the, what, 96? It's 12 times 8, which is, yes, 96. And then you divide that by 96, which means I have the capability of crafting 2.3 mythics. My concern is if I craft a Zugoff, we could craft 1.3 mythics. And that means if we get a new mythic by the end of next season, we'll probably have around 2.5 mythics, maybe a little bit more, depends how many Volkeys we open. If we open all of them, we could probably have 3. But we'd have around approximately 2.5, 2.6 or so mythics. And if we crafted Zugoff now, we'd only have, let's say, 1.6 mythics. And 1.6 mythics is not 2 mythics. And that means if we need 2 copies of the next mythic, we wouldn't be able to. If we eventually get to the point where we have the capability to have that number basically become 3, then we could possibly consider getting Zugoff. Because then if another mythic rolls around and you need 2 copies of it, we have the resources. However, I currently only have 2.3 mythics, and that needs to be 3 before we can really consider Zugoff. Or at least closer to 3, if nothing else. Doesn't necessarily need to be exactly 3, but a bit closer than that, because we're still 2/3 the way away from our 3rd mythic right now. Or, you know, being able to craft a 3rd mythic out of current resources. Though that's not counting our billion Volkeys or billion epic Volkeys, which will also be increasing in due time. Because obviously we could open those for resources. Anyways, so that's that. Math. Finish out World Event. Let's go change back to normal medals. Might as well just finish out dailies real quick. We have a really good adventure board too. And by really good adventure board, I mean 1 single Imperial, which, yeah, I'd consider that good. Any day with an Imperial is a good day. Where is my Phoenicia build? You can open your Volkeys and your epic Volkeys. I know, true. We probably have like 5 Zugoffs if I actually opened every last key we have. I'm not sure what exactly I'm saving them for. Well, I kind of know what I'm saving them for. It's just the chance of it happening is kind of low. And that is whenever we get new gnomes. Remember when we got those new, the 4 new verse gnomes? And we had to open hundreds upon hundreds of keys to go and get them all. But we ended up getting them all. That's basically what we would have to do again at some point, probably. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't actually spent all of the Volkeys. If you're wondering why we have like a seemingly pointless amount of hoarding going on with that. But it's mostly because if we do end up getting a single other gnome, we'd have to probably open a couple hundred keys just to end up finding a copy of it. And that's the main reason behind why we have so many keys hoarded. And if they do that multiple times like they did with verse gnomes, would definitely become difficult, that is for sure. But yeah, we have a lot of spare resources in that regard right now. It would actually probably take us over a day to even use all the Volkeys we have. It's just that many Volkeys. Which actually feels good to have that many Volkeys. Like, that's the one resource I'd love to have, like, way more than enough of. And currently we kind of do. Oh yeah, you always gotta hoard those useful resources. It's kind of funny. In Pokemon Unite, there's, like, these currencies that trade off into clothing and some other one that changes into, like outfits for your Pokemon. And I still haven't ever bothered spending a single one. I keep hoarding all of them. Just because, well, I actually have a really good reason in that game, though. They haven't actually released a single legendary skin yet. And while it's unlikely they might be available for those token things, because not everything is, I've still been hoarding them just in case. Because they only added up to Epic so far. And due to how rarity systems work in literally every single game, I assume there will be a rarity above Epic. It will likely go to at least Legendary. Let's see. We'll throw that down. That's kind of how rarities work. I haven't seen a rarity system that ever ends at Epic. Unless if Epic Games eventually makes one. But even Epic Games goes to Legendary. Pretty sure Fortnite has Legends. It uses like the same rarity system as like literally everything in existence. I wonder what was the very first game to ever use that, by the way. Like the common being like that weird like gray color, and then rares being like a green, and then the ultra rares or whatever the game equivalence of calling it is that one like darker blue, and then it goes to purple, and then it goes to orange. I wonder what the very, very first game that ever implemented that is, because there are so many games that use that exact same system now. Also including Gems of War, of course. But it's just so ridiculously high. Was it Diablo? Interesting. Diablo 1 or Diablo 2? I have played Diablo 2 before, but like ages ago. Like I was, what, 8 years old? How old would I have been? When did Diablo 2 come out? Yeah, I could have been as young as 6, right? It came out in like, what, 2000? 2001? It would have been like 6 or 7 then, when I first played Diablo 2. Was it the original Diablo? Interesting. Was that what ended up creating that rarity system? I never realized that. Diablo 1, you mean, right? When you say Diablo. Or was it not introduced till Diablo 2? Anyways, we did that. Let me go back to there. What do we still need? We did that. Oh yeah, Word Event. Oh, duh. I mean, not the Word Event. I mean, Dungeon. Got a big old dungeon sitting here. Before I forget, let me go buy tier 1. Hey, Genie Lamp. Nice. It's the cheapest singular treasure you can ever buy. And while that's not really the reason why you buy it, it can still give you good value because of that sometimes. Where's the event team? There's one nice thing about covering the Monday video is I literally have every team I ever want to use for the entire week already set up the second we start, as well as set up for everyone, which is convenient. But there we go. Oh, the original Diablo? Interesting. I never realized that. I never played the original Diablo. I never played Diablo 1 or 3. And I played the second one very little. I've had people suggest I play it on stream in the past. Play the Diablo games again. Didn't they actually do a remake version of the old ones as well? I'm not sure if the remake was any good. Based on their most recent remake of Reforged for Warcraft 3, I will assume every remake they ever do will be the most horrific thing ever now. Because they ruined the game. How good they... Can you start a Nomapalooza at any time or specific? No, you can start a Nomapalooza literally whenever you want. However, the reason why people generally don't do this is you have an increased chance of finding vault keys when you do it during a vault event. So it is very pointless to do it when it's not a vault event. Though apparently based on some people doing it not during a vault event, there's some glitch with it right now. Apparently it seems to do like all of the same loot for whatever reason. Not sure exactly what the whole deal is with it. But yeah, wait until the event. Because you do not get the increased... you don't get the increased vault key chance when you do it when it's not the event. So you're basically just wasting your Nomapalooza when you do it when it's not a vault event. Though we do have a vault event around the corner. We might even have a midday week one coming soon. Otherwise, next one is on November 5th if we're not getting the midweek one. And if we are getting the midweek one, 1 week from today should actually be the next vault event. We don't know for sure if it's just a placeholder for the Halloween event. But I don't know, based on where it is, it seems like it's vault event. Because it seems like a really weird place to be the Halloween event because it's so much forward before Halloween. If anything, I think this event's going to kick off into the Halloween event. So we're going to have the vault event midweek, randomly out of nowhere. That then goes immediately into the Halloween event. Kind of start off the Halloween event. Oh wait, was it canceled? No! Okay, well, never mind. Same interval as always, November 5th. Well, we already knew that was going to be a thing, though. So yeah, November 5th's the next one. Never mind, my bad. Aw, sadness. Where did that info come from anyways? Did they post on the forum? I didn't actually check the forum today. Did they actually post stuff to the forum? Is the community manager community managing now? Whoever's job that is to do that? Because they haven't been posting like anything to the forum lately. It's like they don't even exist. Let me go check. Was it posted on the forum or was it just by other data mining means? Why can I not find the forum? What happened? Oh, it's because I have it in the other thing. It's because I'm not on the forum. I'm on their website. Now I'm on their forum. Let's see. Oh, they did finally make a post. Though I don't think it would specifically mention that. It was posted 1 hour ago. A little late. A little late. Let's see. Good job, Jeddah. Let's see. Oh yeah, they still posted the moon there too. That's funny. Yeah, Jeddah's still getting the hang of it. That's kind of funny. But yeah, the new community manager is not knowing how to community manage. She'll get used to it eventually, though. Oh, let's see. We'll throw that down. Oh, did it come out that early? Wow. Then I might have actually played it when I was like a few years old then. Because I used to go to my cousin's house and they used to play like whatever like the most recent games were at the time. So, I probably played Diablo 1 and I don't even realize it. Because the graphics would have been like to a point where I wouldn't have realized. The Diablo 2 has a really recognizable art style though. Like that, I don't forget playing, that's for sure. Because a lot of like the super retro games, they kind of all blend together to some degree. Like, I don't know, there's something about their art style. Like that really pixely art style just kind of all blended together when you were younger. They all look the same. Oh, so hello, FS fan. Welcome. Hope all's been well. Let's see. We'll take that over. Grab our full AoE. Oh, wait, I just realized. Why am I using this team? I just realized now that I'm using, I've been chatting and everything so long, I didn't even realize I'm not even using the, thing. I'm using Pure Faction. How on earth did I grab that wrong team? That's kind of funny. That's not the area I wanted. Well, there's the Pure Faction team. I was like, wait, why is this taking so long? It's like, oh yeah. Hold up. You can also run it with, if you're doing Pure Faction, you can run with AoE spam. The only thing you have to deal with is possibly Submerge. Alright, let's go fix the issue that we just had. Fail. How on earth did I grab the wrong team? I thought it was on the right one earlier. Apparently not. There we go. Aha! Now we have a better team. Let's see. Take that over. When did they change the delve so that if a troop dies and you get a summon, it still completes it as no casualties? I have no clue. For the longest time, that counts as a death. I never realized it even stopped counting as a death. Yeah, there's a lot of good bots for Discord for the game. A lot of people have been developing a lot of things. Pretty nice. A lot of the tools I don't even use that much these days. But there's a lot of tools out there. I almost feel like covering a video on all the tools. There's just so many out there over the years. Or at least some of the tools. Covering all of them would be something probably not possible. But at least a couple of the Discord ones and definitely things like Gems of War Database, Terran's World. Like Terran's World for sure. Like out of every resource, that one I use like 99% of the time. Out of like every third-party Gems of War resource there is. That's how we check a lot of things these days. Very solitary fan. Pretty sure it stands for something else, but yeah, it does work though. It does indeed work. Let's see. It's always fun trying to guess what on Earth initials stand for. I still find it confusing when sometimes people like initial abbreviate some things within Gems of War. Because I normally remember most things as like its most relevant name. But if someone says Dark Maiden as DM, I will have like no clue what they mean. Because there could be any number of troops in the 1,000+ in Gems of War that could be DM. And I wouldn't think Dark Maiden immediately. If it's something like ultra meta, I would maybe think of it. Like if someone said QT, it's like, oh yeah, Queen of Tanya. What's the best stealth team for red yellow? Probably Guard's Avatar. Urskia's Shield, Guard's Avatar, Harpy Mage, because you have empowers, or not empower, but you have potion effect, so you'll end up getting it up anyways. So it doesn't matter that's full blocked. And then follow it up with Surqua and Hadley. You could even have Surqua and Hadley in front of your Harpy Mage if you want. But the kind of standard Rowan build, but for Guard's Avatar is what you would run. It's basically Rowan build, but it's Guard's Avatar instead. He's done for the color restrictions where you can't do Guard's Avatar. It's the same premise as Rowan though. Where you Urskia's Shield to Guard's Avatar and you could scale literally the entire 500 if you wanted to. Though generally it's done for the lower level range. Though you can do it all the way. Like this one I didn't end up going Urskia's Shield for. Technically it's Death Mark, so it could still scale. The only problem is things have immune to Death Mark, of course. So this faction doesn't have any immune to Death Mark on first or final battle, if I'm not mistaken. It's just the other rooms can. Friendly smiles forever. That's a good one. A very optimistic one. Hello, Supplement! Welcome. The new Hearthstone mode, what is that? Mercenary? Oh, mercenaries. Words, English, how's it work? Mercenaries. It's probably because in all caps that it threw me off. Release today. Hope you have time to try it out this week. We'll see. We might. Because this is the last week where we don't have a billion games happening. Where we probably could end up doing it. But we might. I don't know, I haven't played Hearthstone in probably 6 years now. 6 or 7 years. I might revisit it. If they have an interesting new free mode. Just for the sake of doing so. It's probably just going to be completely a one-off thing though. I highly doubt we're going to get back into Hearthstone. My biggest concern with it always has been pay to win. And the fact that the skill ceiling is quite ridiculously high for that game. Like, I don't mind high skill ceilings. But for that game, it just seems... like, you have to combine both RNG with high skill ceiling. Which, I don't know. I guess I still like games that are like that, too. Like, Slay the Spire's kind of like that. But I don't know. There's some people that play a lot of that game. Like, literally, like, 10-hour-plus stream every day. All day, every day. Kind of level of gameplay. I don't think there was ever a point I played Gems of War that much. I think at its peak, I played like 6 or 7 hours a day. Which is how we have a 13,000 something hours in the game. But even at its peak, I never played it for like 10 plus a day. And nor did we stream it that entire time. I think the longest we ever streamed it for in a given day was like 7 hours, I want to say. I think we had a couple of times where we did it for like 10 to 12. It was kind of like a marathon kind of thing. It wasn't like a regular thing. These days, we probably stream it for like, what, 10 hours total? In a given week. Depends how much new content comes out or stuff to grind. Obviously, things like Vault Event will probably play a bit more. And then on Arena Event weekends, we probably play a little less. Do I mentally narrate everything I do? No, honestly, even before I ever had a YouTube channel, I still kind of always talk like this. I've kind of adjusted it slightly because it has to be specifically for an audience. But even before I ever had a YouTube channel, I did used to talk to myself while I did gaming. So it's not really anything that much different than how I already did. So that was one skill set that I actually really didn't need to learn. Well, I kind of still do because I'm still bad at like talking and playing simultaneously to some capacity. But because you have to think a bit differently. But no, even before I ever had a YouTube channel, I still used to talk and play simultaneously. Not as much as you would when streaming, obviously, but to some capacity. So it wasn't that big of a shift overall. What do we need here? I wish he would stop casting so we could just win. Also, this place has a really annoying amount of merge. This place and Sunken Fleet. I mean, not Sunken Fleet. This is Sunken Fleet. Sunken Fleet and Sea of Sorrows are the two most annoying places, probably, of any faction. Well, maybe not most annoying, but they have the most amount of submerge of any location. So if you're running things that have AoE, it becomes slightly problematic. And guess what our team is right now? Guess what we have, though? Angry Mob. Bypass that. There we go. Let's see. I'll take the purple over. Grab a creeping death. And he's dead. Little damage poke for the win. Oh wait, what? They released a different game for it? Oh, I thought they were just releasing a thingy for Hearthstone. I didn't realize it's a completely different game. Stop doing submerge. Okay, that one didn't have submerge. That was Azura. Oh no, that was Sirenachi. You can tell by the noise. The audio cue. There are a few trips in this game that have unique audio. Well, they have been really using a lot of them over the years because obviously they can only have so much sound effects. Also, that's something I haven't even tried looking into yet for game design. Sound effects and how ridiculously much that might cost. I'm pretty sure there's enough generic sound effects out there that you could probably just use already existing libraries of sound effects. It seems like something that would be very low priority to get super custom. Like, obviously, voice acting, if you needed voice acting, you would need to get custom. But, like, actual sound effects, I don't think anyone would mind if a sound effect sounds like another sound effect from another game. Or, you know, like, already done assets for it. If it sounds like what it needs to sound like, it's probably doing what it needs to do correctly. Yeah, Drums of War does have a surprising amount of custom sounds. At least to my understanding, custom. And while they do reuse a lot of audio, there's probably at least like 300 unique audio lines in the game. Somewhere's around there. Yeah, Salty did her own voices. Yeah, Marilith for Zugoff mana accumulation can work out. There's a couple different ways to mana accumulate off the destroys. You have Thrall, you have Angry Mob, you have Marilith. Am I forgetting one? I think those are the main ones. Like, there are others, but those are like the core ones that tend to get used. Am I going to do any voice work for my games? No. Not a single one of the 3-ish games or so that I'm planning on making in the nearest future, and by nearest future, we're talking years. I don't plan to have any voice acting for any of them. But yeah, we're likely doing 2 smaller projects, and then one really big project. Though one of those smaller projects is probably a bigger project. And I'm probably already overscoping the very first one, so we might even need a smaller one before that smaller one before the smaller one. Right now it's still the learning process though. Also, almost every single one of them is a deck builder. Actually, with how it's currently set up, literally all of them are. Actually, one of them isn't. Well, it kind of is. It's more of a dice deck builder than a deck builder. Like, imagine if Mario Party was a dice deck builder, but more RPG-y, with like gear and everything. That's not the current X1 planned, but it seems simple enough. The current one that we're currently doing is it's going to be like really basic RPG kind of thing. I'm not even building the other element until I build like everything else, because I just want to make sure I have the base foundation, like literally just a unit that moves around a world. Make sure collision works, make sure walls work, make sure everything works, then start adding to that. It's going to be very basic. I'm not sure if we're going to be even releasing the very first one. Also, the first 2 games are literally just going to be asset packs, like not a single custom thing. I'm currently starting to slowly accumulate custom stuff for one of them though. Very slowly I'm getting custom assets for one of the bigger projects. Mostly because it's going to take forever to get it over time. So I figured start early. So once we get to the point, we mostly just have to worry about code. I'm mostly just getting it all for one character currently at the moment. Just because I kind of want to test how much it's going to cost, just to kind of gauge it. Because gosh, it's going to get really pricey really quick. But how I plan to set up the game, I think it's like $300 to $500 per character to have everything I need for a singular character. And if we want to have, like, let's say 5 characters, we're talking, like, almost $3,000. Which, yeah, no. It becomes very high very quick. So I'm testing it for one character for now, just to see. If I got, like, literally every asset I needed, what it would cost for a single character. It'd also be relevant going into the future, too. Just to kind of know. Plus, then when I'm testing coding and stuff, I actually have, you know, like a finished, nice-looking asset that's completely mine that we can mess around with for, like, any game we ever do. It might even just become our stock, like, placeholder thing for, like, everything we start doing, just because it'd be so complete. So it'd be a nice thing to kind of mess around with and, you know, have as, like, the base kind of, like, placeholder. Let's see. I'll take that over for now. I do need to learn pixel art, though. But compared to what money can buy, like, we're never getting that good anywhere near that soon. Like, you can get such decent quality for decently cheap. Are we planning to develop our own games? Yes. We've been slowly going through those endeavors. It's been something I've been meaning to do for ages, and I've been putting it off for even longer than that. Like, I've been wanting to make my own games since, like, what, 10 years old? Probably younger, 8? Used to make them on paper and have them all set up. Honestly, I almost want to go remake the graphics I used to use when I was a kid. Oh gosh, Rowing just died, why? That's really bad. That is extremely bad. I think it's the final battle, though. Actually, that'd be kind of fun to try to recreate one of the games I tried making when I was a kid off of paper. It'd be a very boring game, though. For me, it was fun. But it was so ridiculously basic. But that makes it good to try to code because we need stuff that's towards the more basic side to learn to code. So I might actually try recreating something like that. I think I might still have one of the sketchbooks of one of the things from when I was very young. I need to go find it where it might be in this household. I think I might know where it might be. Because I'll need to go steal all my graphics from there. I know generally what I did for it, though. They were, like, ultra basic. I think magic was literally just a scribble circle. It was literally just like, imagine if you tried making like a bunch of 8s over and over again, like in a gigantic scribble ball. That was basically what I did to indicate magic. Because my brain didn't really think like orb or anything yet. I just did a bunch of scribbles in a circle and it's like, that's magic. I think I might have done like a line into a circle for staff at some point though. Because that's pretty straightforward. Sword was obviously just line with other line. Shield was like oval top with pointed bottom with like a dot in the middle. We're gonna go rip off our assets from when we were like 8 years old. I still haven't fully committed to a game engine yet, but I am considering doing it in Godot at this point, which ends up using GD script or C sharp. Was it C++ or C sharp? I actually can't remember. Though I'm probably just going to be doing it in GD script most likely. But I wouldn't mind learning one of the C's. But GD script seems so much more straightforward. So I probably won't bother. Unless it's like absolutely required for something. But I highly doubt anything we'll need requires it. Yeah, I do feel like I should probably at some point learn C++ or C sharp. Yeah, I do need to learn Python. GD script is actually most similar to Python. Out of like any scripting language that's close to. It's pretty much just like a variant of Python. Not exactly, but like as far as like closeness, that's the closest one it's to. I'm still very much in a learning process of that. The only thing I've ever really bothered learning in the past prior was HTML 4 and 5. Actually, it might have just been HTML 5, I can't remember. I did during high school. HTML 5 was kind of new around then. So I'm pretty sure I learned some of it in HTML 4 though. So some of it was like so similar that it, you know, carries over. For the basic stuff I was doing at the time. Because I was mostly just like messing around with website design, stuff like that. Though with tools like Wix, do you even really need to code it manually yourself these days? Probably not. There's just so many tools out there that made it so much easier than having to code your entire website yourself. To the point, I'm not sure anyone even bothers to code their entire website these days themselves. There's just so many tools that pretty much do it for you that are pretty cost efficient. I feel like every project I have for a game is going to take way too long. Definitely need to find smaller things to do. I definitely need to do that, though. I need to go find my, like, childhood game written down on paper, because I'm pretty sure I still have it in a little notebook somewhere here, as long as it didn't get, like, too faded. I don't have, like, every resource I used to have way back then, but I do still have one of them, and I definitely need to look at it and try recreating something from it just for the fun of it, because it's so bare bones basic that if I just do that, there's no way I wouldn't be able to code it. Because it's so absurdly basic. Let's see, I'll take that over. And also all the assets look like a 5-year-old drew it. Because a 5-year-old did draw it. And my art style has not improved by a single day. Let's see. I'll take a Ruin down. But yeah, once we have progress that is like worth showing, I will start mentioning stuff on the channel related to our projects. It's gonna be a long endeavor, though. Don't expect anything soon. It's very time-consuming, though. Also, I expect to make, like, no money off the first few projects. If I, like, recuperate the cost to post it on Steam, I'd be happy. Though I do want to post them to Steam just to get kind of used to doing it for when I post, like, an actual proper game to Steam. Because ideally, as far as, like, games watch you publish, we'll probably do it in order of 3 things. We'll do one that is literally just all pre-made assets. As far as, you know, graphics and everything like that. Except for a few things that we'll probably make ourselves. The second one, we'll try making every graphic ourselves. And then the third one will probably be a mix of both. Where we professionally get everything that we can't do ourselves done. And then we just do whatever is left that is possibly viable for me to do. Let's see, I'll take that over. That's the thing I'm currently accumulating assets for. Because that's a long process in itself, so it's good to start early. When does Treasure Hunt unlock? It has a weird unlock now. It used to be when you finished out Zolkiri Kingdom. And then at another point, it was just always unlocked. Now I believe you need Zolkiri and like 2 other kingdoms. I believe it's Broken Spire or Dana and Zolkiri, I think. You have to have those 3 kingdoms unlocked to have Treasure Hunt unlocked if you're starting a brand new account. They changed this about 2 years ago or so. It didn't always used to be like that. But yeah, I believe you need those 3 like starting kingdoms done before you have access to Treasure Hunt. In the past, it used to require Zolkiri. At another point, it required no kingdoms. And now it currently requires those 3, I'm pretty sure. It's the first 3 kingdoms you have access to, though. Ha, that's funny. I have been considering that, too. It wasn't currently within my plans, but given what our channel is based on, well, not necessarily based on, but you know what we mostly do, Gems of War, it would be very, very funny if we made a match 3 game. It's definitely something I have considered. Actually, the original idea for the game I really want to make actually ended up initially utilizing a match 3 concept. However, after looking more into it, it seemed like it wouldn't be that worthwhile doing. It seemed like it was putting match 3 in there just kind of for the sake of doing it, so it eventually shifted what the concept was for the game. But, though it still stayed relatively the same. It was always going to be like a bullet hell combined with, RPG kind of thing. But it was also going to do match 3 kind of in the bullet hell section, where you could like move things and move it as walls, where you could, I don't know, it's still worth looking into potentially. There's a lot of weird gimmicks you can do. But, you were like going to use the mouse cursor. It would definitely be something that you'd only be able to do with touchscreen. Like, you wouldn't be able to do a controller, which is the biggest concern. But it was going to have it so you could, like, you know, like move things as you needed and other things like that. And have like a match 3 kind of aspect to it at points. But that ended up getting completely scrapped. It's just not worth doing in that regard. But as far as making like an actual proper match 3 game, I'm pretty sure there's a guide for like Unity or something out there for like literally just basic match 3 game and then just build a game around that shell. We could do it just for the fun of it and just to see where it goes. Because I see so many like weird like match 3 games that are just like, it definitely looks like they're just copy pasting from something. And I don't know, we could try that. Not sure if we'd ever publish it, but just for the sake of the channel, just for fun. Make something like a very low scale Puzzle Quest 1. Like, you know something I almost do want to eventually try to make? Though that's a lot bigger scope to like a billionth degree. A match 3 roguelike. Does that even exist currently? I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because like literally every match 3 game in existence these days tends to go free to play so they can milk it for infinite money. Or it's like a $1 game that's, you know, just like really basic or something similar. But a match 3 roguelike would be kind of fun. The scope of that is so absurdly high though. Anyways, let's go check on the pet. Do I need copies of it? No. Do I want to take it though? Probably. Oh yeah, did we finish out the thing? I think I did. Oh yeah, let me go hand out a code. Yeah, we finished out the thing. I was just making sure I got enough points for it. But let me go give you guys a code. And then we'll go check the thing. Jewels of Conflict instead of Gems of War. No, it wouldn't be based on any kind of name like that. Though that would be kind of funny. Let's see. I'm looking for my code section. Where's it hiding? There it is. Let's see. Cut that. Save that. Throw this into... Not there. Where on earth is the thing? There it is. Put that there. Put that there. Paste that in. Copy, copy. And let's see. There you guys go. There is the redeem code used on Gems of War underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over here is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy paste the random numbers there. Start with R9. Give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Only usable on PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. There you guys go. Enjoy. Alright, let's go finish out with the pet, I guess, because I don't feel like I'm going to do daily arena. As I mentioned last week, after that week ended, I was like, we'll probably not do it that much going forward. But I don't know, arena's weird. We might still do it on occasion, but it's still just a weird game mode. We're probably going to pass on it most days. We're still going to do it on occasion. Today is not that occasion. Anyways, let's go throw down this pet real quick. I only need it for the pet food. But might as well roll it real quick. Could I say that any faster? I know, right? I probably could. Should get a rapping career. I chose the wrong career. No, I was kidding. I never have tried making a rap song. I'm pretty sure I could actually be good at it because of how quickly I talk. And I have some musical capability. I wouldn't be able to compose my own music currently, though. So it's not too expensive to get your own. Hello, Jesse. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Slay the Spire is fantastic. Yeah, so far, every single concept I have seems to almost, like, gravitate towards that mechanic. I'm not sure what Slay the Spire ended up doing with his formula that just works so well. Well, I do know, but it's like, every single concept I keep having, something from it just feels like Slay the Spire every time. Almost every single time. I don't think I would ever make a platforming game, though. That's one genre I likely wouldn't do. Because realistically, platforming games are ridiculously easy to make in the sense of coding isn't too bad. The problem is, the main appeal of most platforming games is the art style. So we have to pick genres where the art style doesn't matter as much. Because generally the easier something is to code, the more the genre is saturated with art styles that are like so ridiculously above anything that it's pointless to bother making any game for it. And that is one of those genres that it's just so locked down that it's pretty much untouchable. Let's see, we did that. Let's see. I think we did all the things. I'm pretty sure we did all the things. Just going through them all, just making sure. But that does seem to be all the things. I don't think I got anything good for offers. Nope. Though we could go do 3 arena runs, and that could be our offers. Oh, so hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, also Simpleman, could you link it to me on not Steam, on Discord? But we might do it. We'll see. But anyways, guys, we'll be wrapping up for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should have that Mythic video coming up very soon. Kind of got sidetracked it again today. But very soon, TM, we shall have that Mythic video going up on the new Mythic that came out on Monday. And technically the previous Monday if you got the bigger pass. We've gone over it on stream multiple times already between the 2 weeks. But still need to get that video up. Already know most of the teams we'll be covering. Oh, so it is Hearthstone integrated. That's what I thought. You said it wasn't. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And as always, we'll be back same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now. Tomorrow, not sure if we're doing a midday stream tomorrow. But we'll basically determine if we do a midday stream tomorrow is, does Puzzle Quest 3 get an update? If the answer is yes, then the answer is yes. If the answer is no, then the answer is probably no. Currently, they do not have an update, though that doesn't mean they will not be getting one today. Though, realistically, with how they've been keeping up with things, it's probably not. But one can hope. But, I don't know, Gems of War got one recently, so they tend to be doing that at the same time. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Enjoy your week, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.